Hey guys, it's Joey. I just got back home from the theater after seeing Toy Story 4. This review is going to have all sorts of spoilers, so heads up for those that haven't seen it yet or don't want to be spoiled, but this is going to be chock full of them. So, off the bat, we start with a pretty intense scene. Toy Story 4, it's dark and rainy. It takes place in the past, which is a very big theme in Toy Story 4. Sort of letting go of the past or embracing the future also. Which, you know, it kind of... Toy Story is a movie I grew up with. It's sort of... you know, it was sort of a staple, a landmark in my childhood. I was a kid when the first one came out. So... it's important. And there's a whole culture of nostalgia going on with my generation in particular, and the generation previous to me. 80s 90s stuff is all the rage. It's just you're getting sort of hammered with nostalgia at every turn. But in Toy Story, I think what they tried to do with this one is sort of tell us it's okay. It's okay if things change and you have to move on, and might be better. You might feel a little lost. There's a big theme of being lost and found. Not trying to be funny, but that worked out. So yeah, there's like a big theme of lost and found, and Woody's struggling. He's sort of a toy that's aging out, and he's having a hard time with Bonnie, who doesn't really, he's not really embracing Woody, or she's not really super into him as a toy. She's more into Jessie, and the other toys, Buzz, and Woody's just not, doesn't do it for her. He's a cool cowboy toy. She was excited to play with him at first, but she's just not, Woody is not her toy. That is not her toy of choice, like it was for Andy. And Andy, we know Andy loved Woody and loved playing with Buzz and Woody together. So it's been hard on, not to be funny, but it's been hard on Woody, having to deal with being sort of a toy left behind kind of thing, with the toy not played with. But he's still, Woody's always been a loyal toy, and he's loyal to Bonnie as he was with Andy, but it was never the same. And I think this movie was him coming to terms with, I'm not going to be that toy again. It's possible that I will be, but chances are, I've had my I've had my good luck for a long time, and maybe it's just sort of time to let that go. Maybe not. You can't be somebody's toy forever, obviously, and he understands that. Sometimes you can be, but a lot of the times people, move on. Kids grow up, people move on, people grow up, and things change. So, Toy Story 4 was just a lot of fun, but, the messages weren't very subtle, if you ask me. I think it's very much speaking to my generation and the generation before, maybe even the generation after me, the new kids, not the new kids, but the kids post-millennial, about sort of just growing up and letting go and moving on and understanding things don't always last, but there's always the hope or the chance for something more. So I really like Toy Story. It tugged at the heartstrings really intensely, and I think this is definitely a movie for older people, sort of people maybe in their late teens, 20s, and on. There was a lot of kids in the audience, and the kids thought it was funny. They thought Forky was funny, but even Forky got a little high-minded, or he was sort of brought into that space a little bit. It was very much a kids movie made for adults. And it was very obvious. A lot of the kids in the theater were kind of fussy. There were a lot of slow parts where, there were important conversations happening, like with Bo Peep and Woody. But it was like obviously not intended for kids to really totally get that message. And there was a lot of that, and there was just a lot of kids just kind of, they weren't totally getting it. They weren't into it. They just wanted the laughs and the funnies, and there was plenty of that. But there was just a lot of talking and a lot of, you know, reflecting and whatnot. But I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. It was hilarious. It was, you know, moving. Did a good job. I'm glad they made Toy Story 4. I actually connected with this one a little bit more than Toy Story 3, where Toy Story 3 is really just about letting go and sort of embracing change, where this one is about sort of just really, I mean, Woody didn't really let go. He was always kind of thinking about Andy, kind of comparing everything to his time with Andy. So this one was a little bit, it kind of went a step further than Toy Story 3 in terms of that message or that theme, which I think they did a really good job. And I honestly, I think Toy Story 4 is a great end to, if they want to end the series there. I believe they are making a couple more shorts. I don't know if they have plans for a new movie, but if that's the last one, then that's pretty great. Especially if that's the last one for Woody. Yeah, that was a good one. He's sort of send him off with Bo Peep and they could explore and maybe find new toys to play with, and, you know, just have a good time in this sort of toy. It's almost like the toy afterlife. It's like the toys that just sort of are on their own. They're just sort of in this other, you know, the lost toy world. They're just, I could like it to an afterlife. I mean, toys don't seem to really die unless they're completely demolished. So there's kind of a point where they should just sort of move on, and I think we saw that with Woody here, and the shepherd of Bo Peep to guide him on his way, which is also a pretty cool little theme that goes on through the film. They just made Bo Peep this leader, this shepherd of a flock of lost toys. So that was also really cool. I really liked what they did with Bo Peep in this one. But anyway, I really enjoyed the movie. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't know what you're doing here. You should have went to see it. But if you were on the fence and you watched this, I'd say go see it anyway, even though he spoiled a lot. You know, especially if you're a fan of the other Toy Story films. I think this one did a really fantastic job, and it was really beautiful. Alright guys, hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, whatever you want. What's your favorite Toy Story character? What's your favorite Toy Story movie out of the 4 at this point? Yeah, and I'll see you later. You've got a friend in me. Cheesy. Cheesy. Yeah, cheesy.